Hi, I'm Owani Magumasholo, interviewing Mr. Tumelo Malete. Tell us about yourself.
As you said, my name is Tumelo Malete. I'm a graphic designer, photographer, videographer, and content creator.
Okay. And today we are here with regards to the campaign that you did about the homeless. Tell us what that meant to you.
When it comes to the homeless, it's something that I have seen basically wherever I go. And also growing up around that kind of environment, not being homeless, but because I grew up traveling a lot, from commuting from school to home and also traveling around, going to malls and all those things. And also coming from kind of a big city, I saw that, every day of part of my life, I could definitely see someone on the street asking for money, begging for money, begging for something. And as I grew as a person, that kind of basically made my heart much warmer towards them. And I always used to, every time I see a homeless person, I give them like, 5 rand, 3 rand, and my mother would always laugh about it because I thought maybe being a stupid little kid. But then as I grew up, I finally realized that maybe that was not me being a stupid little kid, but that was me myself being conscious and considerate about what other people are going through out there, and it made my heart warmer as a person as well.
Okay. So would you say that reason is the reason why you chose to do a campaign on the homeless?
Necessarily yes, and also they are kind of one of the most undermined, disadvantaged people in society. Because I mean, when you look at a homeless person, you just look at them and you be like, oh, they're dirty. They could possibly do something harmful against yourself, and immediately everyone has this defensive mindset that no, I'm not gonna help this person. No, I'm just gonna shy away from this person, and I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Please stay away from me, and you probably have all sorts of ideas what could go wrong in that situation right there. But then I personally think that the homeless people, obviously they are people as us, they have stories to tell. A lot of things have happened in their lives, and we shouldn't just shut them out of society. And I think we should help them as much as as a country, we put in billions and billions of rands into projects that don't go anywhere. Well, we could start a project with them and possibly improve many lives.
Okay. So, with you seeing the homeless and with your experience, um, asking them questions, having interviews with them, would you say that it is a result of mental health or substance abuse?
Personally, I would say neither, because I did ask a couple of them when I was doing one of my short clip videos last year. I asked a couple of them how they ended up there, and it seems like most of their stories derive from the economic status of South Africa, how things were shifting in terms of economically, and a lot of people started struggling. They started struggling. Many people lost homes, and some of them, I think, maybe could be mental illness, but some of them it's just that they don't have that kind of willpower that many of us have. That when you get into a bad situation, many of us would be like, I'm gonna try and figure out a way out of here. But also for them, they were like, no, I'm just gonna give up, and they chose a more comfortable way and a much easier way out of life. And also many of them didn't have much people in their lives, because we know sometimes in families abandon each other, and people end up being alone and deserted. That's why some end up on the streets. Maybe some years do have mental illness issues and all of those things, but personally, I think derives from economic status, families, and the need of help.
Okay. And based on your experience again with interviewing them, what do you think the homeless ask for the most?
Help. Yes, they might ask for money because in that kind of environment they're in, they're used to buying certain types of drugs just to obviously keep themselves going, keep themselves alive. because obviously when you are under a certain amount of stress and all of that, many people tend to fall back into things like drugs, and that's why they end up asking for money. But maybe some are not even asking for money, because I've also experienced where I've bumped into some of them where they didn't even want my money, they wanted food. Because I bumped into one guy in Cape Town where he literally came up to me and he said, I don't want your money. I just want you to buy me Weet-Bix and milk so that I can survive for the day and tomorrow.
And lastly, if you were in a position of being able to help the homeless, how would you start?
So personally, I can start helping the homeless by trying to either raise funds for them. I can, create a website and go out there and also maybe create a campaign for them, like a proper campaign, and try and promote it, work with other influencers in Cape Town and try and promote that campaign. Secondly, another way to promote and start will basically to be to invest everything that I have in them. Try and even try and help one person and tell a story. So what I mean by this is basically I can help one person to get a certain position, and I can document that so that the world can see that it's not just about not about the need of having to have like billions and billions of rands in your account, but even if someone like me as a student can help a homeless person, I mean, anyone can do it. It's not just about, what you might benefit out of it, but the good thing out of helping someone that is especially in need is the fact that you yourself as a person, you benefit yourself, you grow as a person, and you shine in a different light.
Thank you so much. That is all we have for you today. And have a beautiful evening further.
Thank you.